Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches. We are back in Sri Lanka today. Our long-term goal here is still to get to our potato harvest in the fall there. We're slowly inching closer to that. But I would like to do a little bit of landscaping here because I think we are going to have to mix up another big batch of TMR bales next month here. So I want to kind of get this land leveled out a little bit more because it's currently a little bit of a pain to kind of deal with this bale shed with how much slope we have in front of here. So I'm going to have to extend that out. I think we might need a little bit more money. We probably have enough to do it, but I don't want to take us right down to zero either. And I kind of want to do this whole area, so it is going to be pretty pricey, I think. We are going to have to come in and remove these trees and this bench as well. And yeah, just kind of flatten out this whole area. So we'll have to get all this equipment out of the way and everything first. So it's going to be a little bit of a project to get this landscape, but I've been putting it off for a little while and I would really like to get it completed. But yeah, I would like to get a little bit more money in the bank first. So I think we are going to do a little bit of product sales here. So we have some wood products down at our woodlot that we're going to load up. And then I think also our dairy products. So our goat milk or a bottled goat milk right here. And then the buffalo mozzarella from the dairies over there. So I think we'll jump into our truck here. It's already hooked up to the flatbed, but we still have the skid steer with the rock breaker on there from last time. So we'll just have to drop that off quick and then head down to the woodlot. Okay, we are down here at the woodlot. We do have a few more pallets of wood chips that we're going to need to move out of the way first. We'll just quickly get those loaded into the wood chip storage shed over there. I'll just have to grab our trailer from up on the hill there. It's still there from when we were wood chipping. And I still have to come in and remove all these stumps, but we'll probably do that next month because our sawmill is still pretty full, so we don't really have to worry about anything over there now. But I think I would like to get those ground up before we try to move any more oaks because it was getting a little bit difficult to drag them through there. But we'll just hop in the old Valtra here and go hook up on that trailer, and then we should just be able to quickly move those wood chips out of the way, and then we'll be able to sell some products. We don't have a ton to sell. We've got a few balls and beams and planks, or long planks anyway. So it shouldn't take too long, I don't think. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything in one load, but I'm going to try. So we'll see what happens, but we'll do 2 loads if we have to. And then, yeah, that should get us a decent amount of money back in the bank to be able to take care of our landscaping stuff. Okay, well, we got everything loaded up. Definitely not my neatest stack here. I'm a little out of practice with the various loaders. But we did get everything on there. I forgot that we had bread to sell as well. Otherwise, I would have tried to stack things a little bit more neatly. But we started to run out of room there, and the forklift just doesn't quite have enough lift to get on top of some of that other stuff. But we got her done anyway, so let's take off our belts and just get all of this stuff sold. Okay, that was a pretty good sale there. Quite a bit of income coming in, so yeah, we should have plenty of money to do our landscaping stuff now. So I will see you back at the yard and we will talk about what we're going to do next. Okay, we got that truck dropped off there, so we're back in the main yard. And yeah, the main area that I want to worry about is kind of over there. This side isn't too bad. Could be a little bit more level in some spots, but I'm not too worried about it. We've been making that side work for quite a while here, but yeah, after placing this new buffalo barn and this bale shed over here, we definitely have a little bit of a hill over here, and then it's kind of a weird spot because there's just a big bowl here almost. Like it's very low in the middle, although you can kind of see, I don't know how well you're actually going to be able to see it, but the road is a little bit higher on that side, and then it's pretty high on this side as well, and then we have kind of a big low spot through the middle here, so we're just going to try to flatten some of this out. Probably not going right to the road, and I don't think these spots are quite on the same level, but they almost are, so like we could almost extend that level out almost to the road here. So once they start going, we'll kind of see how it goes, how far I want to go. But yeah, kind of same thing with this side. I would like to kind of extend that like from basically where it is right here, this level spot, and kind of try to extend that out this way. I don't think it's going to be quite as easy because we kind of have a few different elevations here. Like I think it kind of goes down on the one side and then it kind of goes back up, and I don't know, we can't go too much in front of our shed here or change the elevation too much by our shed here, or else it kind of screws that up as well. So we're going to have to kind of try to feather things in and make it as nice as possible, but we'll see how it goes. The main thing is I want to get like this area in front of the bale shed nice and flat for easier loading, because yeah, right now the bales kind of come out right on this slope, which is pretty inconvenient. So yeah, I think getting all of this flattened and extended out here is going to make it quite a bit easier the next time we go to mix up another batch of TMR bales, as well as just like the regular loading, moving the bales from the shed into the barn here. It's going to be a lot easier if this area is a lot more flat and level here. And then I don't know how we ended up with a weird kind of edge over here. I don't remember like extending that level out as much, but I must have. But I don't know. There's a few other spots as well, like I think I talked about in the last episode. Like there was a weird spot by the buffalo dairies over there where the landscaping just kind of got screwed up and just put some like weird bumps into spots. So I'm going to try to go around and smooth out any of those spots as well, because I noticed that in a few different spots. And then the other spot I've been wanting to do for a little while is kind of over by these buffalo here. You can kind of see they're starting to do it again already, but for whatever reason, they always seem to get piled up right along the edge of the barn here. Every time I start a new save, they're kind of spread out evenly throughout this pasture here, but as time goes on, they all kind of just get stuck right along this edge. And I'm not quite sure why, but I'm thinking that the ground is just a little bit too high on this side, because you can kind of see it's extending into the doors here. So I don't know if it's just a little bit too steep of a hill for them, and they're just kind of getting stuck in this area. So I'm going to try to flatten that area out a little bit as well, and kind of ease this transition into this hill, and hopefully that'll keep them from piling up right by the entrances there. And then while I'm at it, I'll probably just refill our buffalo dairies. I think they're doing fine. I don't think it's really urgent, but we do have quite a bit of milk building up in the barn here, so I'll probably just get that moved over quickly while we're doing everything, because yeah, I am going to spend a little bit of time before we start landscaping just getting all of the equipment out of the way to make it a little bit easier. So we have a lot of stuff to move that's going to be in the way here. And then I might just go and grab our mulcher as well. I don't know if it's worth the effort trying to do anything else with these trees. These little ones are not really worth very much at all. This big one might be worth doing something with, taking it to the sawmill or turning it into wood chips. But our sawmill is pretty full right now already, and we don't really have a need. Like, I mean, it's only, I guess it's 7,000 liters. It's not a bad sized tree. But I think it's still just going to be kind of too much of a pain to do anything with. I just kind of want to get it out of the way here so we can start our landscaping. And then I'm not quite sure what to do with this bench. I think we just have to sell it through the build menu, but we'll do that as well. And this stuff can probably stay, but I might move it because I was almost thinking about putting another shed or something on this side to fill in this little gap here, because once we get these trees and this bench out of the way, we're going to have a little bit more room to kind of drive through there. I didn't want to put anything in this spot right now because we do kind of use that to drive, because this is kind of blocking the kind of more ideal way to drive through here. But once we get that stuff out of the way, we should have a little bit more room to put another shed or something on that side as well. And then I think I do still want to eventually replace this shed with something different, but I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to do with that part yet. So I think I will just start moving all of this stuff out of the way here, and then I will go get the mulcher and bring that up here and just mulch all of these trees as well. And then, yeah, we should be ready to start landscaping. Okay, we got everything moved, or at least everything I think we're going to need to. This ground over here is pretty level already, so I'm not too worried about this stuff right here. Could probably stay there. We will just hop into our build menu here and try to sell this bench. Yeah, we can sell that for a whole $21. So we'll get that out of the way, and then, yeah, I think we should basically be good to go here. So yeah, I'm just going to grab the leveling tool, and we'll probably use the smoothing tool a little bit as well. But yeah, we're just going to kind of extend the level out from right around here. I did level this whole area pretty good before we place this barn here, so I should just be able to kind of extend that out kind of all the way around, and just kind of feather it into the slopes on this side and over here. And yeah, hopefully it ends up being fairly flat for us. And then yeah, I'll go and just kind of smooth or try to reduce the slope over here by the buffalo barn, and then yeah, we should hopefully be good to go. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. It's looking a lot better. I kind of extended that level out all the way across there. It was actually a little bit higher on this side, so we kind of smoothed it back in along here. But yeah, that is looking pretty good. Pretty smooth and level throughout this entire yard now. Getting pretty happy with that. Oh, what's up, little deer? You guys have been hanging out around here a lot lately. And I think he just phased right through the wall there. Yeah, we got a good, nice level spot over here too, it looks like. I could come along and maybe fix up this curb a little bit more. That might be a little bit bouncy there. Not that you can fully prevent the curb bouncing on this map, but we don't really drive through that spot much anyway. But if it is a problem, I can come try to fix that up a little bit. And then, yeah, we have a nice flat area in front of our shed here for easy loading and bale moving. And then we kind of filled in this whole area across here, so there's not a huge dip here anymore. So that looks pretty good. Should be a little bit nicer driving through there, and then we kind of smooth this area out a little bit more as well to make it easier to get into the milk spot here. I kind of screwed this area up a little bit. I forgot for a second that basically any of those landscaping tools other than the smooth tool will actually remove the grass in any area that you use it in. So yeah, this grass kind of got deleted. Or at least this section of the meadow where I tried to use it, and then right along the barn where I was trying to use the level tool or kind of drop down this slope a little bit. But it's not really a big deal. These cows don't really, or these buffalo don't really eat the meadow anyway, since we feed them TMR. That's basically the only thing they eat. So this meadow doesn't really matter. Just kind of looks a little bit ugly now because I don't think that grows back either after it gets deleted like that with the landscaping tool. So I don't really think there's any way to reset it unless I were to maybe bring a tractor in here and like plow it up and replant grass in here. But I don't think I can kind of replant the meadow without basically redoing the entire barn and pasture and everything. And I made the mistake of not saving after doing the main yard. I really should have done that. I just should have saved after I finished all this stuff, and then I could have come back and reloaded once I screwed this up. But because I had already got all of that area the way I wanted it once I screwed this up, and it doesn't really matter if there's pasture in here anyway, so I think we're just going to leave it, even though it looks a little bit ugly. But this area does look a little bit better. I don't know, they're still kind of just hanging out right along the edge here, but it might take them a little while to disperse again. But it looks a lot better. I mean, we got the grass kind of pushed out of the entrances, so they won't be getting stuck right there anymore. And then we kind of extended the flat area out a little bit more, and then kind of made a little bit more of a gradual transition up this slope. So yeah, hopefully they'll be able to figure that out. If not, we'll probably just leave it at this point because I don't really know what else to do, and it doesn't really affect anything anyway. So yeah, that should be fine the way it is. And then yeah, I did go around with the landscaping tool or the smoothing tool and just kind of fixed up a couple of those little spots where we had some weird bumps. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing is that maybe I'll come along and try to smooth in that curb a little bit more later on if it becomes an issue. But other than that, yeah, I think I'm happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and save that now. I did have auto saving turned off there just in case. But yeah, I didn't really have to use it. So we'll turn that back on. And yeah, we should pretty much be good to go here. So I'm just going to run around and check on everything and make sure that nothing is going to run out or whatever. Like I haven't been in here for a little while, so I don't quite remember exactly what's going on, but we'll just make sure everything is good to go because I think we are almost ready to advance the month. So just want to make sure everything is going to be good before we do that. So we have water in the greenhouses are starting to get low, but they should be fine. We have lots of food for the goats over here, and we'll just double check the dairy over here to make sure that it's going to have enough milk for the month. Oh yeah, we got quite a bit in there, so we don't need to move those other milk cans over just yet. And I think we're doing another oil sale next month or the month after. So yeah, not much to do here. Just continuing to process the oil there. Grain mill is still shut down because we don't have any grain. Although I think next month we'll be doing a barley harvest and we'll be able to get that running up again. So I'm just going to run over here and check on these buffalo. Our productions over there are all good to go. I know that I just topped up the buffalo milk in those dairies, so they should all be fine. And then the bread and the fabric place don't really have any materials to put in them right now anyway, so they're not really running, so they should be fine. And then yeah, the buffalo still have lots of food. Their slurry is starting to get a little bit full. Oh, I wonder, maybe I should do that. There was, I did want to buy a slurry extension for this thing so we don't have to empty it quite so often. So maybe I'll actually do that now once we have, or since we have a little bit of money. So if I can remember where that even was. Yeah, I think it was under silo extensions, and it was, yeah, this one I think is the one I was going to use. It is placed next to a barn. Oh yeah, we'll do that. It is a modded version. I was thinking about using one of these, but I don't know. It's just kind of ugly, I found. And it's just, I don't know, especially since I live right here, I didn't really want to have a big stinky above ground slurry tank sitting right in the middle of our yard here. So I think I'm just going to go with this modded one. And it's basically makes it like an underground tank. So you just kind of have this access hatch on the top. But it is like it's just an extension tank anyway. Like we're still filling from this spot, like our spout right here. So this just gives us a little bit of like extra storage underground. So just kind of simulate installing a big underground tank that's going to give us another 500,000 liters of capacity. So we can go a few months at a time without needing to empty it. Because right now we need to empty it pretty often and it's kind of a pain because it is kind of slow. So I think I'm just going to kind of put it right here, like simulating that it would be kind of right under the ground at the corner of the barn here. So I think we are going to have to turn on free mode here, and then I'll turn on snapping as well. And I think we are just going to kind of place it right here. Yeah, that should be fine. So 65 grand. So we're going to have to start saving up some money for our potato harvester pretty soon. But yeah, that drastically increases the slurry capacity of our barn here. So we're up to 600,000 liters. So yeah, now we don't have to worry about emptying it quite so often. And now that it's so big, I might trade in this slurry tanker here because we do still have that semi-trailer slurry tanker. That's just over at the store there. I just bought it because it was on sale. Didn't really have a plan for it, but yeah, I might do that. Although we kind of almost need another truck. Maybe not. I mean, we could technically use that one, but sometimes I would like to use that truck well. Having a worker deal with the slurry, so that's why it's kind of nice to have this tanker where I can just throw a tractor on it. But yeah, if we use that semi one, I might try to get a dedicated truck just to be able to run that slurry tanker, because once I start a worker on going, if that tank is full, it's probably going to take him quite a while to empty out all 600,000 liters of that. So I think a truck would make it go a little bit faster. That slurry, or that semi slurry tanker, has a little bit higher capacity than that thing. And then the worker should be able to drive a little bit faster as well. But we'll see how it goes. It doesn't really matter if he's taking a long time, like if I'm doing other chores or whatever. And he's just kind of working in the background, emptying that tank. It doesn't really matter if it takes a while, I guess. So we'll kind of play that by ear. But for now, that should be just fine because we're going to have a few months before we need to really decide what to do with that anyway. So I think everything up at this end is going to be good to go here. So let's just pop down to our other barns, or beef barns down here. I always forget that it's, for some reason, you can't quite jump over this railing very easily. Half the time I kind of get stuck, but I used to just kind of jumping over fences here, so I keep forgetting that you can't really do it with that that spot there. But yeah, we still have lots of meadow in here, or well, not lots of meadow, but should be enough meadow to get us till next month. They're getting a little bit low on food though in this barn, so let's check this one as well. And okay, they have meadow, but they also have quite a bit of food, so this one should be fine for sure. And then that other one over there, I will just top up with a little bit more hay next month. But yeah, the horses should be good too. I did check earlier, and I know all of our fields are like fertilized and basically ready to go. The only thing I think we still have to deal with is our olives. We will have to give them another fertilizer state here fairly soon here, but I don't think we can do it this month, maybe next month. I can't actually remember for sure, but they have to kind of start growing again before we can get another fertilizer state on them. So I'm just kind of waiting for that. So yeah, I think everything else is good to go. So I think we're just going to go ahead and move on to June here. Okay, welcome to June, everybody. We got a couple new special offers come up, so let's check those. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a wood chipper. That dedicated wood chipper machine. That thing would be kind of nice to have, but it is pretty expensive for what it is, even though it is on sale. But yeah, I would like to try this thing out one day. Looks kind of cool. That is a really good deal, though. It's only got 4.7 hours on it, so it's basically brand new, and it's 43% off. That's tempting, but I think our biggest priority right now is still buying a potato harvester, and we're going to need quite a bit of money for that still. So I think we're going to have to pass on that. Even though it would be cool to try, I don't think it's really necessary right now. This would be a pretty good deal as well. It would be nice to get another tractor here. Another big tractor anyway for running cultivators and seeders and stuff. I mean, 52% off. It's got 15 hours on it, so it's not too bad. We could bump this one up to 650 horsepower for 325. That is tempting. I don't really think we need it. Not like super necessary, but I mean, I do just like having a lot of tractors around. I always seem to find some use for them, but yeah, that is a lot of money. I think we still need to kind of focus on making sure we can get our potato harvester and our, we still need to buy that potato plant as well. So yeah, we should probably pass on all that stuff just to keep saving our money. Although we are going to have quite a bit of money coming in, because actually let's double check on our prices here, because we might be able to sell some stuff this month here. Okay, so we've got a pretty good price for our corn right now. Even though the peak is supposed to be in January, we're actually pretty close to the peak right now. And I mean, it's still going up a little bit, so we might just go ahead and sell that. That'll be close to 90 grand in the bank as well. And then our honey's actually at a decent price. Not that we have a ton of it, but we might as well sell that as well. We have a little bit more bottled goat milk out we could sell. It's not the best price, but I like to sell this stuff just frequently because it's kind of perishable, so I don't like to leave it out or sitting out in the sun if I can avoid it. And then, yeah, we've got a really good price on our olive oil as well, although this price is starting to drop, so we should almost go ahead and sell that right away. And then we've got a few more wood products out that we could sell as well. And then our soybeans are getting close to max price as well. That'll be another big chunk of change here. So yeah, we are going to have a lot of money coming in here right away. So, I mean, maybe we'll get everything sold and get our money in, and then we'll kind of revisit looking at some of this stuff. I'm probably not going to buy this wood chipper thing just because that is a lot of money for something that's kind of got a limited utility for us right now, because we do already have a wood chipper that it works pretty well for our use case. We don't have a ton of wood chips going around, but I would just kind of like to try it, but we'll probably have to pass on that one. But I am really considering seeing if we could maybe buy this tractor, because I would like to try one of these guys out as well. I don't think I've ever used a Claas tractor in 25 yet, so it would be nice to kind of try that as well. And it would be nice to have another big high power tracked tractor to be able to pull some of our bigger implements as well. So well, yeah, I think we'll try to sell a bunch of stuff and see how much money we end up with here. Because that could kind of help make that decision, because, well, I guess we could go ahead and buy, yeah, I don't know, let's just get stuff sold and see how much money we end up with. So I think I'm going to start with this olive oil here, since that price is already dropping, and the other ones are still kind of climbing. So yeah, we'll hop back into the truck over here and just pull it over to the oil mill and start loading up. Got quite a few pallets here, so it might take a little while, but it should be worth it. Going to be a pretty good payday for this olive oil here. Okay, we got that olive oil loaded up here. Should be a pretty good sale. And I checked, our best price is actually at Erlingrat, but I don't feel like dealing with the train right now. So our second best price is actually at the potato processing plant. And I was considering saving this oil because like we do need oil as one of the inputs. Like you got to put oil and potatoes in the processing plant in order to get potato chips out. So I was considering saving it to be able to use it for once we actually buy this thing. But I think we're actually going to be better off selling this batch right now. We'll get some money in the bank that's actually going to help us buy this potato processing plant because we are going to have like canola oil and sunflower oil and yeah, I think that's it. But we're going to have those ones coming in as well. So I think the plan is to use those guys to kind of cook up our potatoes. So we'll put those into the potato processing plant once we buy it. But because I think our olives are kind of worth more, or they're worth the most out of any of them, so I think we'll sell the olive oil and then save the other types of oil for processing our potatoes. But I think we're going to have plenty anyway, so we probably won't even need to save all of that oil. We'll probably be able to sell some of that, whatever surplus we have after putting it into the potato processing plant here. So yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and sell all this olive oil here. I think this is where we're going to dump it. Yeah, that works. I've never, or well, maybe I have, but I don't really remember ever selling at this potato processing plant before. Unless it was a long time ago, but yeah, I guess we got that sold, and that's, man, maybe I should just buy that potato processing plant right now. We don't really need it, but it would be nice to just have it, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, we don't have to worry about continuing to save money for it. We'll just have it here, and we can focus on saving up for the potato harvester, and then after that we'll know how much money we can use to kind of spend and splurge on some other stuff there. So if we go to here, yeah, we could buy this guy for 360,000. It is going to be a few months before our potatoes are actually ready, but yeah, I want to make sure that we have this ready to go for when that does happen. So yeah, I think let's go ahead and buy it. Okay, just bought ourselves another production. Have this big factory right here to make potato chips. So that did take a pretty good chunk of our new funds there, but that's okay. We will have more coming in. So yeah, I think we're going to go back to the yard, and I might hook up to one of our grain trailers, or the B train maybe. And yeah, we might go sell some grain, either the corn and or the soybeans. We could probably go ahead and sell and get quite a bit more money in the bank. But we'll see what the prices are doing. If they're still going up, maybe we will wait for a little while because we do have some harvesting to do this month as well. We have our barley field that needs to be harvested, as well as our grass needs to be harvested as well. So yeah, we'll get back to the yard. I'll double check those prices. Okay, looking at these prices here, we probably could sell them right now. We have pretty good prices on both the corn and the soybeans, but both of them are still currently increasing. So I kind of want to hang on to them for a little bit more. They're probably not going to go up much more than that, but we might as well try to maximize that price as much as possible. So in the meantime, while we wait, we probably could get our barley harvest started here. So our headers are looking like a bit of a mess here. They were parked in here somewhat neatly at the beginning, but they still like to drift like crazy. So they're going a little bit crazy there, but yeah, I guess this is going to be the first harvest of the year. So we're going to have to jump over to our shed here, because I don't think any of our vehicles in here are, or well, I think they're all in parking mode. So yeah, we'll jump over here. And whew, I left the doors open apparently, but yeah, I think we might try to get, should we try to get all three going on this harvest? We might as well. It is a pretty big field that will let us bang it out pretty quickly there. Yeah, I guess I will jump into this guy. We get it fired up, take it out of parking mode here so we can actually switch to it. And yeah, I'll just have to run down to the yard, throw one of our headers on and drive back over here. Oh, where are we going? Actually, I should have gone that way. Yeah, we'll drive down here beside our potato field. Our potatoes are starting to look pretty good there. We got our nice big potato field right here. And then we still have several other potato fields. I actually can't remember now how many total we ended up with, but we do have a decent amount of potato acreage. We have a few more fields over on the west side of the map there that we'll be able to go harvest as well. So yeah, we are going to have a lot of potatoes. It is going to be a pretty long harvest, I think, once we get into it here, but we still have a few months before that. I'm almost thinking, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what to do. Because there is like one really expensive potato harvester, or we could buy the cheaper versions that I think are like tow behind. There's like a really expensive self-propelled one, and then I think there's a couple tow behind options that you run with the tractor. So we could potentially buy like 2 of the tow behind ones instead of 1 of the self-propelled ones. And then it might make our lives a little bit easier, but not quite sure. I can't quite remember what all the prices are and everything, so... Oh, am I going to be able to get this thing out of here? Maybe we'll grab that middle one first. I just wanted to catch on there. It's caught between the other header and the post of the shop there. I really wish this would just stay where you put them. This drifting thing is really annoying. But yeah, we got that one out of there. And the other 2 should be not too bad to get out of there now at this point. So we'll run this over, and then I think we'll probably get my workers started on this combine while I get the truck set up. Ooh. I don't know what happened there. Just kind of feeling, the steering was feeling a little bit weird, like I was almost going to tip over, or if it was sliding, or I don't know, maybe our header was caught on something back there that I couldn't see because it's so long. You have to zoom out quite a ways before you can actually see this whole thing. And yeah, they still just drag sideways. That's always bugged me too. I wish they would fix some of these little things. They're just little minor annoyances, but yeah, you can see as we're towing here, like the header doesn't pull straight behind it. It's kind of off to the side, kind of offset there, which is just kind of slightly annoying, but not really much we can do about it. So I'm just going to drop this header right here, I think. And then I guess we can unfold this combine. And then I hope we have enough room in between our olives and the header to actually get in position here. Kind of wanted to start them on this end so that the pipe is facing out to make it easier to dump. But yeah, I think we should be good to go, right? We'll just see what we're set up here with. I think we're going to go with 2 headlands. That'll probably make things a little bit easier. And yeah, that should be good. So let's get this guy started. I just want to kind of watch once he gets going here to make sure he's going to kind of figure it out. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. What is this guy doing? Man, just baffling. And then, oh, is he going to come back? Like, why? I feel like he just could have easily adjusted before even going into the field there. I guess that was partially my fault for not lining him up perfectly on the edge of the field. I'm not even sure if he's going to figure out how to get this last little strip, but maybe. Well, okay, it looks like he's going. They're backing up to get it now. And after he left himself some massive piles of straw. But yeah, that looks like it's going to be fine. I think he's got it kind of figured out now. So let's switch back to our truck here. And we will drop off our flatbed and look up to the B train. And I'm probably, if we do have 3 combines running, I'm probably mostly going to be just running the truck around here. So we'll just get this truck moved over here, ready to go, and then I will hop into the other combines and start moving those down and getting the headers on those ones as well and moved over. Okay, well, it's been a little while just setting everything up, but we're pretty much good to go now. This guy's almost done his first lap around. So once he gets the second headland done, we'll get this guy started as well. Probably going started from this corner. I did start that other one down on that little separated corner of this field as well. So once that one is done, I'll probably bring that one back down and kind of start him somewhere in the middle. Oh, it's bin is full, or our B train section is full. I thought the combine was empty there for a second. I was wondering why he wasn't didn't start going again, but yeah, we just got to finish emptying him out here. And then I also forgot that we still have a grain bin as well, so I think I'm going to go switch out to that, or well, not switch, but I think I'm going to try to use both. Probably try to park the truck kind of on the edge of the field, just up here somewhere, just out of the way, and then we'll switch into our 9RX with the grain bin behind it, and we'll just kind of use that as the chaser bin to kind of follow the combines around. Hopefully that'll be a little bit faster. Not really sure. And yeah, like I said, we don't really need to be using all three combines right now, I don't think. But I kind of just want to test run it just to see what it's going to be like, because I definitely want to use all three once we get to our giant soybean field there, because yeah, that is a really big field. So I think it's going to take a long time, even with three combines going. So I kind of want to know how everything's going to go. So this is kind of a test run for that. And it will make this field go a little bit faster as well, because this is still a pretty big barley field. And barley is pretty, I was going to say dense, but I don't think that's really the right word. But it's just like you have to dump it a lot. Like you get a lot of grain out of a field or per acre there. So yeah, it requires quite a bit of dumping compared to something like soybeans. So I'm having three combines running here, and then having the chaser bin here to empty everybody out. And then once the chaser bin starts getting full, I'll go dump that into the truck and the B train. And then once that's full, I can take that down and dump it into our main bin down at our main yard there. So this guy is just about done this first pass here. So how's his tank looking? He's still pretty empty. Let's see, how do I open the cover here? Yeah, we'll have to get this guy. Oh, damn. Forgot there were still seeds in here. What am I going to do with these? I guess we could just kind of unload them over here somewhere for now. I'll have to try to remember not to forget about them. But yeah, I think we can probably just dump them over by the side of the shed here. What is that? Can't remember what I left there. So yeah, we might forget about these, but can I even unload these here is the question. I don't see an option to unload. What am I supposed to do with these seeds? I guess well, I don't know if there's going to be enough room. I was going to say I could take them down to the yard and try to put them back into our seed silo there. But yeah, I'm not really sure if there's even going to be enough space in there to fit all these seeds, because that's quite a bit. Totally forgot that this thing still had seeds in it. And yeah, it seems like I can't just kind of unload them into pallets like I can with some things. Or at least I'm not seeing the option for that right now. And of course our worker has a nearly full tank again. So I guess, well, let's see if we can dump these into the tank. Actually, you know what? Maybe I needed my pipe out to be able to unload them. Maybe that's the issue. But I guess we could try to put whatever we can back into our seed tank here. So can I unload? Actually, I don't even know if I can. Unload here, Control I. Although that might just... Here, can I... I'm going to back up here just because I want to see... Yeah, I think that was the issue. I just needed... Oh, maybe not. Or did it just switch my... Yeah, okay, it just switched my controls. So yeah, I don't think I can actually unload. Oh, no, maybe I can. Guess I just wasn't quite in the right spot before. But yeah, we still don't have enough space to unload everything. But yeah, I definitely need to have the pipe out to actually be able to unload these seeds. So I don't know what to do with them. I think we'll just kind of dump them here for now, I guess. And then we'll have to deal with them again later. Oh, it's just going to do that? I thought it would at least put them into pallets. Ah, that's annoying. I don't know what else to do with it though. We're just going to have to dump it out and deal with it later. Can always come along with the like the telehandler or the skid steer with the bucket on and scoop them up. Oh man, that is going to be a huge pile here. This is really annoying. Why can't I pile it higher than that? That is crazy. Like, okay, finally got her empty. I hate doing that. We're going to have to deal with that later. But I'm not quite sure what else to do. I really should have planned that out a little bit better, I guess. Kind of frustrating that some stuff can just kind of, like, you unload some stuff and it just turns into pallets, but apparently not those seeds. So we will clean those up eventually. I don't know if one of our spare trailers that we have, we could load into that, or I don't know. We'll figure something out, but for now, I guess we'll run over here and get this combine unloaded. And I think I saw a notification that that other guy was done as well, so we'll get him moved over and yeah, just continue this harvest. And shouldn't take too long with all 3 combines going, but we'll get this barley field in, and then hopefully by then the prices have kind of maxed out for other crops and we can go ahead and sell that stuff as well. Oh, and actually, just thinking about it, I think before I said I would put this barley into our main bin, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think it's just going to go directly into our grain mill, and then we can turn on our flour production again. So I'll probably do that, but yeah, I'll just get these guys emptied out and get this field finished off here. Okay, well, we got that harvest done. Even with the 3 combines there, that still took a little while, so I'm glad we got all 3 going there. And yeah, like I thought, I didn't have much time to do any combining myself. I was mostly just kind of running around trying to keep all of the combines empty, and I still wasn't quite able to keep up. The soybean should be a little bit better because, like I said, it's a little bit less dense. You end up with like less volume per acre, so you don't have to dump the combines out quite as frequently, so should be a little bit easier to keep up. But yeah, it's going to be nice having all 3 on this big field because doing this with a single combine would take forever. But yeah, we filled up this grain mill. I think this is the first time we've ever fully filled it up. Not 100% sure, but I can't remember ever hitting the limit on this on this grain mill before because we have 144,000 liters of barley in there now. So it is pretty full. We still have quite a bit in this bin as well. So yeah, still another 40,000 liters in our trailer here. So I think I'm just going to leave this parked here for now. I'm not quite sure if it's going to continue to automatically dump once it kind of runs out and starts working through. But yeah, I think we can go ahead and go in here and start up our barley production. So we'll just activate this barley flour and yeah, let it go and we'll see. Okay, yeah, it is going to continue to automatically dump. So I guess we'll just leave it there until it fully empties out and then we can move it out of the way. But yeah, I was looking at our prices as well. And yeah, we have a pretty good price for soybeans. I mean, the price is still going up a little bit, but I don't really know how much higher it's actually going to go. And then the corn, kind of same thing, like pretty decent price. And it's still climbing, but I don't think it's moved a whole lot since we looked at it before. I guess I have had the time not turned up very far, so I don't really know if it's going to get much better, but we are going to sell that stuff here pretty soon. But I think we're just going to pop back over here for now. I want to get these combines just off of this field so that it's ready to go for when we go bale this up, because we are going to bale all of the straw, all these windrows here. And next year we might not have to do any straw at all because this is going to make quite a bit, I think. So I probably won't have to worry about it too much for a little while, but yeah, we'll get this all 3 of these combines moved out of the way because they're all kind of still sitting in the middle of the field, and they're going to be in the way once I go to bale that. So we'll just get them all parked over here for now because we are going to have to use them again fairly soon. So we won't bother putting them away or getting the headers off or anything like that. So yeah, that's 1 down, so I'll just get these other 2 moved out of here as well, and then yeah, we'll go hop back in the truck with the B train, and we'll probably go sell some of that product. Okay, we got all 3 of those combines parked, moved out of the way, so they can just stay there for now. And then yeah, I just wanted to mention this poplar field here. You can see it's coming along nicely, although I'm not quite sure why they appear to be in 2 different growth stages. I thought I had timed it properly when I replanted this, but apparently not. Because the stuff I replanted is like 1 growth stage ahead of the stuff that was there before. So yeah, you can kind of see I ended up planting quite a bit of it. It actually might be easier to see from the construction view here. So yeah, I think all of this shorter stuff through here is all the field that was there before. And then yeah, all of this taller stuff is all the stuff that I replanted. So yeah, I think I ended up planting like more than half the field again. Thanks to that damn tornado that wiped out a whole bunch of stuff here, plus some hail spots that I fixed and everything. So yeah, there's quite a bit of poplar there now. I think it's going to be your best poplar harvest ever. But yeah, it is kind of weird that it is kind of out of sync. I thought I had timed it properly, but it's not really going to be a big deal because I don't believe poplar actually withers. I don't think you have to necessarily harvest it in the first month it's ready. So we'll just wait until they're both ready to go, until this one catches up, and then we should be able to harvest the whole thing at once. And yeah, that's going to be quite a bit of money for us there. So pretty excited for that. And it shouldn't be too much longer. How much, actually, what do they say? 9 out of 14 for that growth stage. So sometime this fall, and then 10 out of 14. So yeah, a few more months. In the fall, we'll get all this stuff harvested, and then we should be able to sell it in January as usual. So it's going to be a pretty good payday here. So yeah, that field should be good to go. Everything is moved out of the way. So when we get a chance, we'll just head down here with the square bale or the square baler and get all that loaded up as well. And I have had the time running a little bit more just to kind of see if our prices move at all. And I mean, they are still climbing, but very slightly. And I don't want to kind of advance through the entire day here. So yeah, I think we will just pop back down here and we'll start loading up our stuff to sell here. So we'll jump into the B train, and I think everything should be in this bin right here. Can't actually remember. I don't think we put much in Walter's bin other than like maybe a little bit of barley or something for potential future chickens, but yeah, let's have seeds in the bin. I didn't even realize that you could put seeds in there. That's interesting. Oh, it's that makes more sense. Like it's the back trailer is registering on the seed bin there. So let's try to get this a little bit more straightened out, and is that gonna work? There we go. So I think let's start with the corn. We'll get this one sold first. No particular reason, but mainly just because we have quite a bit more soybeans, or the soybeans are worth quite a bit more, so we might as well try to maximize that price even more, because that is going to make a bigger difference for us there. Oh, no, no, no. Oh my god. Damn it. That is really annoying. Okay. We're going to have to turn around here again, because I don't know if I can get our front positioned under the right bin without getting the back positioned under the seed bin there. So we're going to have to come and swing back out here, and then hopefully I can just dump that back in there like we did before. Okay, well, we managed to get all of the corn in the front 3 bins there, so we just have a few seeds. So we'll spin around here again and see. Hopefully we should be able to just dump those back out right into that same bin, I think. If we get positioned properly here, it should be somewhere around there, but this is, or like the hitbox is a little bit finicky there, but yeah, it looks like we're in the right position there, so we can go ahead and dump those guys out. Okay, perfect. That wasn't too hard to deal with. We still have to deal with our pile of seeds that are laying on the ground over there, but we will have to replant that barley field fairly soon as well, so we'll probably just try to get those used up there. I can't remember how much or how many seeds we have left in the seeders there, but I'm not sure. I'm assuming you can just kind of scoop them up with a bucket and dump them directly into the seeder, but not quite sure. I don't know if I've ever actually tried that. Let's scrape the side of our trailer on a telephone pole there. But yeah, let's head down to the farmer's market, get this stuff sold, and then yeah, I guess we might as well just load up the soybeans as well and get those ones sold. That one's going to take a couple loads, I believe, because we have quite a bit of soybeans, but we should end up with quite a bit of money at the end of all this. Okay, well, we got that stuff sold, and we are doing pretty good now. $832,000, so we made quite a bit of money in this episode. considering that we started with about 100 grand and we also spent about 100 grand on landscaping. I can't remember exactly what it was. I didn't really look exactly what our total was before we started, but I think it was somewhere close to $1,000 or $100,000 that we spent to get all of this area leveled out. But it's looking pretty good. I do like how this turned out. There's a couple weird spots over here I noticed when I was driving that I might come back and do another pass at just to try to smooth things out a little bit more. But yeah, overall, I'm liking that quite a bit. Should make things a lot easier with that bale shed and just kind of driving through here in general, especially now that those trees are gone. I do want to put some more trees around here somewhere, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap this episode up here. We still have this tractor on sale. Ooh, what is that thing? Oh, is that for sugarcane? Man, getting some interesting deals coming up in this episode. Haven't got too much of good sales going on lately, but yeah, some of these are pretty tempting. I'm still considering this tractor. How much was our potato harvester? I can't really remember, but I want to double check that for a second. Okay, so yeah, we can buy this one right here. Oh yeah, this one doesn't tell you what the working width is. That's really annoying. Can't quite remember because yeah, like we could buy basically 3 of these tow behind ones for the same price as buying one of these self-propelled ones. So that is an option. And then we could kind of split it up. We could get workers going on a couple because we do have like multiple fields going. So it would be easy to do like multiple workers running multiple machines on the multiple fields. So that is an option. I'm going to think about that a little bit more, but yeah, like we could still buy 1 of these or 3 of these and still have like what 200 and some grand left over. So we could almost buy this tractor right there. So we might be able to do that because I mean, it's still a few months away from our actual potato harvest, and we're going to have like more wood income coming in between now and then, and we're going to have more matzo income and a few other things. So we should be able to make that money back, and we could almost buy our harvester and that tractor right now. And we already have our potato processing plant purchased. I guess that's the other thing, is that we spent $360 buying a new production in this episode as well, and we still ended up with 832,000. So yeah, we definitely made a lot of money in this episode. So yeah, we have that taken care of. So we just need a harvester, I think. But I might go run through and double check because I have a feeling that I might be forgetting something else that we wanted to buy before the fall as well. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, maybe a second cotton harvester would be a good idea or something instead of another tractor, because we don't really need another tractor, but it would be really nice to have. Because yeah, the Valtra is a tiny bit underpowered to tow these big seeders, so it would be nice to have another big tractor for that, or have another option for our cultivator, like so we could run one of those big seeders and this cultivator at the same time. Because I don't, well, I guess we technically could right now because we can use the 9RX for this guy and then our Valtras for the seeders, because they can technically run those. It is within the power requirement. They're just a little bit slower sometimes, especially on any hilly areas or anything like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm kind of rambling on, just thinking out loud about the different options here. So I think I'm going to think about that a little bit more and decide what we're going to do for the next episode there. But yeah, we are looking pretty good here. The next episode, we'll get that straw baled up. We'll come over here and get our grass harvest done as well. Oh, I guess that's one of the other things I wanted to buy as well, is I wanted to buy another shed to put over there to store all of our grass stuff near that new grass field. But that's not super urgent. I guess we could do that in the fall as well. And we do still have this other shed over here that we could store that stuff in. That's right between the barns there. It's not as convenient of a spot, but if we're just kind of parking it there for the winter, it's not that big a deal. So we could do that for now, but yeah, I'm going to just spend some time thinking about things and see what we want to do for that next episode. The other thing we could do is run some more contracts as well. Been kind of forgetting about that. And we just had something else come up on sale as well. Oh, that's just notifying me that that thing came up. Yeah, I forgot that notification thing doesn't come up until the hour turns over. So yeah, I guess I should actually turn down that time a little bit. I had it running to try to maximize our grain price there, but we don't need to keep it running that fast because we do still have quite a bit more that we need to do this month. Actually, maybe not that much, but we do still have a few jobs that we need to do before we can move on. But yeah, anyway, I'm still rambling here, so I'm just going to sign out here and think about what we're going to do for the next episode. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Maybe give a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon in the next one.